Good morning, guys. It's your old pal Brian. It's the 30th of March, and first thing I want to do is thank all the well-wishers about the princess. She's convalescing nicely. She, although is sore today, so per her request, I'm staying home with her. So I'm going to help her get around and do a little bit of flying as well. It's funny, just a few minutes ago I fired up the Blade MCPX to loosen my fingers up, and if you fly over the concrete, it's just a magnet for me, and I lost orientation and ditched it right into the pavement. And I walked over, instead of seeing hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of work ahead of me repairing the thing, I walked over to the back of my truck and I popped the two links back on. They had fell off, one on either end, and pushed the main gear back up onto the pinion, and I'm back in business. And it's just that simple. So for those of you that are, okay, Simon, if you're waffling on buying one of these things, just get the bind and fly version and you're going to have a blast. The beauty is you're not going to have to walk out to some distant field. You can fly it in, like my case, an area that's 30 by 40. And, you don't have to be working on the thing all the time. It is a little pricey, Spiros. Congratulations on your purchase, but you're not really going to break that many parts unless you're Jeff from Bejimini, Minnesota, or is it Jonesy? One of you two just destroyed one of these things. Now, of course, if you're not fish tanking, you may get into more craziness, and that might cause breakages. But for me, I've done 2 flips with this and it was fun. But fish tanking is my bag. Welcome, new member whose name escaped me, but I acknowledged you on the forum. DeWater, perhaps. Ian, good for you figuring out how all these games work and buying stuff. And basically, if you've got I think you have the HK 450 GT, which is the clone of the Align SEV2. They make a preponderance of parts for that thing, and you can almost not go wrong. You can source out from other vendors. We have eBay vendors I can give you a list on. Just ask. Global Mart has a lot of stuff for it. So my mission this morning is these batteries last about 4 minutes a piece, is to knock out all the batteries on this. I haven't done that since I bought it, and move on to the MQX and cycle the batteries through it. Rob, it's funny, I don't know if you experience this in all your flights, but you'll fly and fly your machines, and then you'll go to fly it maybe a day or so later and it's not acting right. That is, there's a mechanical failure, yet it was working perfectly when you put it up. You had to have experienced this as much as you've flown. Well, I went ahead, without testing my 450 Flybarless, installed it into the new giant fuselage of the MD500 and took it out and flew it, and the tail didn't work right. I lost tail control and it rotated, and that was the end of that. So I did some damage to it around the top of the fuse, but nothing that I can't hit with a Dremel tool. I think my swash is bad. I think the swash died. So I gotta sort out the vibrations on it, so I'll be doing that today. Well, guys, all the guys on the forum and around the world, I wish you well, and see ya.